Are you sick of building your campfire on the dirty ground? Tired of the mess? And the stress? Well, have I got a deal for you! From the makers of the original portable fire pit comes the new and improved Lifedoo Portable Fire Pit Mark II. That's right, the Lifedoo Portable Fire Pit now comes complete with ashtray, improved ventilation, and added adjustability. Heck, you can even cook on it. One easy payment of $89.99.
G'day folks, it's Justin here with All Things Outdoors. Now Lifedoo have sent me another product to review. This is an upgraded version of their previous camping fire pit that they've sent me to review. This thing isn't even out in the market yet, so we're really getting a sneak peek at what this has to offer. Let's check it out. So really this is going to be an unboxing of the fire pit as well, because I literally have not opened this thing yet, so this is the first look that I'm going to get at it. So without further ado, let's get in and check it out. Alright. See. So for starters, looks like we've got a couple of grills here, so that suggests to me that that you could potentially cook on this thing. So again, I don't know anything about this product. They've just literally sent it to me to review, so this is my first impressions on it. Again, another good size, looks like stainless grill. Sides. Looks like the end pieces, so it looks like it's sort of a bit higher up off the ground, which could be interesting, would be very helpful for cooking on it, that's for sure. And this is interesting, they've actually got an ashtray to go underneath it, so that'll be good to keep your campsite nice and clean. So I'm assuming that it's going to be a similar sort of construction to the original one, with the two end pieces and slotting in with the big long side pieces. But the difference is already that I can see is that it doesn't have the slots that you slide the ends down to. It looks like they've got these little cutouts and you push the tabs in from the side. So let's see if we can get it together. Now it seems this piece here, I would say, actually goes in the bottom, because you can see all these slots that are down there, which seem to correspond with the lugs on this grill. So let's see if we can fit it in. Yes, perfect. Well, there you have it. That looks pretty easy to put together. Now it seems like from the last review I did of their original fire pit that they've really taken on board some of the suggestions that I made about creating a lot of ventilation in the bottom to allow the fire to draw air through it to keep it breathing. Because one thing I found with the original one was that you kept having to poke it and prod it and really attend to it to keep the fire going, whereas this thing looks like you don't probably need to do that as much. So we'll have a bit of a quick look around it, and then we'll get some wood in it and light it up and see how it goes. Right, so just as I've been putting it together, I've noticed that it's also got a few extra slots here, and what I think that is for is so that you can open it out to be a bit wider perhaps. I'd say the way it is now is probably the cooking mode, because it corresponds nicely to the width of the grill here. So what we might do is try and put in the other slots and see how that opens it up for the fire. Alright, so that really opens it up now, and I can see the grate at the bottom. There's two lines with holes there, so when I've opened it out, the grill then corresponds with the lower set of holes. So I really love how much air can get in here, so it's really going to be a good test once we light it up to see how well it self-sustains. So just for comparison's sake, I've got the old Lifedoo fire pit next to the new Lifedoo fire pit, and you can see there is a sizable difference in how wide and open it is. The original Lifedoo fire pit, which is great because it's quite simple and portable, its only drawback was that it was really hard for the fire to get air into it to really rev it up, get it nice and hot. With the new one, there's so many openings in it that it can really draw air in really well, and it's so versatile in the fact that you can close it up to make it a bit deeper, get a good bit of coals in there so you can put the grill on top to do some cooking, or in this configuration have it nice and wide open so that you can have a good fire pit going, and it's really putting out a good bit of heat now. So on top of that, I really like that they've got this ashtray down the bottom if you want to keep your patio clean like I do with my patio here. And they also have the slotted tops on the side pieces where you can put those 3 bars in if you want to do some other type of cooking perhaps. Now Lifedoo have also sent me these heat-proof barbecue handling gloves, which I think would be very welcome addition when you're barbecuing on an open fire like this. I mean, you can't exactly keep your hand in the flames, but you know, working with an open flame and grilling like that would be very handy, having these gloves so that you don't burn, singe your fingers, that sort of thing. So definitely I have to test them out when we do some grilling on this too. So my initial impressions of the Lifedoo Mark II fire pit is really positive. I liked how easy it was to get started. The air draw into the fire was really good and helped it to roar up really quickly. I love the versatility of it, I love the adjustability of it, the fact that it's got an ashtray to catch the ash, keeps your patio clean, and the ability to grill stuff is a real game changer. So I think I'm really going to use this extensively across this winter and really torture test it. So keep an eye out for my adventures through the winter to see how the Lifedoo Mark II fire pit handles the rigours of camping through winter in Australia. So it's the next day now, and the fire pit has had a chance to cool down, and I've just noticed a slight bit of buckling, and which has caused the bottom grate to dislodge a little bit, but it's not too much trouble to refit it properly there. Only just a slight bit of buckling with the main panels on there, so it looks like it's held up to the heat quite well, and I was really pleased with how well it lit and how strongly it burnt, and you didn't have to tend to it so much. So some really good positives there over the original Lifedoo fire pit model. And now that it's cooled down, we'll see how easy it is to pull apart again. Well, that was easy to pull apart, nice and simple, and obviously the cleanup's really easy because it's got the ashtray down the bottom. So I'll put a link down in the description to Lifedoo's website where you can eventually pick up one of these once they come on the market, which will include the retail price of the fire pit. Make sure you drop a like on the video, hit up the channel and subscribe if you're there, and as always, thanks for watching and see you later.
Get yours today. One easy payment of $89.99.